Today we're going to be doing an installation of the Kryon C. Before we get any further, I always like to physically and visually verify that the chamber is empty. I'm going to set up the vise. Our first step is going to be to remove the existing muzzle device on the barrel. Alright, so we got the muzzle device and the crush washer off. Our next step here is going to be to clean out the barrel threads. It's really important to remove any gunk that may be on there, old rock set, whatever the case may be. Once those threads are clean, I like to follow that up with acetone and a rag. So we are looking to completely degrease those threads. Now that the threads are degreased, they're good to go. We're going to perform the same step here on our muzzle device. So we're going to first start by brushing out the threads. Again, removing any old grease, anything that there may be on there. Old rock set, perhaps. Once that's cleaned out, hit it with some acetone and a Q-tip. All right, once everything's degreased, it's dried out. Next step is going to be to slide on the Kryon C adapter onto the barrel. Our next step is to thread on the muzzle device. We're going to do a dry fit first. As you can see, the port orientation is not where we would like it. So we're going to add some shims to correct that. All right, now with the shims, we're going to get the correct alignment once the device is torqued. Right here, it's cool to go ahead and snug it. Get real close. We're not using a torque wrench at this point. Like I said, we're just doing a dry fit. The reason being is we want to make sure that the muzzle device orientation is where you would like it, or really close to it, before you thread on the tube. The reason being is there's certain suppressors require, access to the collar or a button. That's why it's so important to have the orientation where you'd like it before you install the tube. We're going to go ahead and thread on our tube. As you can see here, the tube access ports are not where I would want them to be in this particular case. So I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of tape and mark where we would want them. So the easiest thing to do is kind of reference a logo or the center of the access ports, so you know where you're going to adjust a Kryon adapter, the C adapter. So in this case, I'm referencing the center of the access ports. I'm going to want to turn these ports to face the 12 o'clock, and that's going to give me access to the suppressor collar. Knowing that, I'm going to go ahead and remove everything. We have the port orientation we would like it referenced. Go ahead and remove everything, and first I'm going to adjust, after I remove the muzzle device, adjust the Kryon C to reflect that orientation. The next step is to apply some rock set. I like to go back and forth, unthreading and threading to ensure that all the threads are coated correctly. It's really important to make sure that rock set is forward of the shims, that you're not getting anything in between the shims. No rock set in between the shims cause some issues. So holding the Kryon C adapter to get that proper alignment that we're looking for, right? So still keeping that where we'd like it. At this point, we are going to apply torque, right, to the muzzle device. It's important to follow the manufacturer's suggested torque value. Remove the piece of tape. We are now going to install the suppressor, and this is going to kind of highlight those access ports, right? So lock the suppressor in place. Now that the tube's threaded on, you can see the access ports is at that 12 o'clock orientation, and that allows full access to the suppressor collar. All right. At this point, it's very important to ensure that 24 hours is allowed before firing, so the rock set has time to fully cure. Before we fire, no matter what suppressor you're using, what system you're using, setup, very important to always check alignment with the alignment rod. This is going to reduce any chances of baffle strikes. So checking the alignment, the rod's not touching any of the suppressor body, we are good to go. That concludes the installation.